Hi, my name's Nathan, and in this week's Tech Tuesday, we're going to dive into Clover Dining and how to customize your floor plan. So let's go check it out. So once you've been connected with an account executive at Sona and we get you all set up on your Clover Dining solution, what we can do to customize your floor plan is head to our Clover Dining app. Once you're in here, you won't have a program like this where you have various different rooms, but for our Tech Tuesday's sake, what we're going to do is we're going to edit our floor plan. So we're going to hit the top left, edit floor plan, hit our bottom plus button. We're going to add a section. We're going to call it Nathan Tech Tuesday. So now if we head over, we have a Nathan Tech Tuesday. So we're going to head over to our plus button. We're going to add a table. We'll call it Tuesday. Now, what you're able to do, depending on your restaurant, is the type of table we're working with. So a square, rectangle, or round. So we'll do a square table with 4 seats. So if we press save, we can move it. And now let's say you have a wall right adjacent to it. We'll go over, we'll add a landmark, we'll call it a wall. And then right here, you can rotate it depending on where it's positioned. And we can move it over here. Then we can add, let's say, a rectangular table. This is a bigger one. We can call it the fun table. Seats 10, you can save it, put it over here. But I want to add another landmark. We got a couple different objects. So we can do a wall, and it's a rectangular shape. Landmark name. Let's call it a kitchen wall. So now, let's say we have a big wall here and our kitchen's down in here. We're able to customize it. So as you can see, you can kind of play around with it and mimic your floor plan of how it actually looks like in your restaurant pretty identically. Now we're going to cover how to create your floor plan on the Clover dashboard. So the first thing you're going to do is sign into the Clover dashboard via cloverdashboard.com. Once you're all signed in, we're going to head down to the More section and you'll see a drop down and we're going to select Clover Dining. Now for new customers, you'll automatically have a prompt to create a section. In this scenario, I created a section on the device first called Nathan Tech Tuesday, so we'll start there. So if I scroll over and click my section and click Edit Floor Plan, we can get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a square table, and it seats 4, and we'll call it Table 4. Next thing we're going to do is we'll put in a circle table and say it seats 2, we'll call it Table 2. Then we'll put in another Table 2. But we'll call this one Table 3, but it seats 2. Then we'll put in a rectangle table. Say it's a little larger, it seats 6. So we'll call it Table 6. So you're able to mimic your floor plan based on what your restaurant actually looks like. And then another feature Clover Dining has is something called the bulk table. So if we click and create a square table and call it bulk, then what we're able to do is call it bulk table. And the number of seats is going to be per table. So if we do 4 and 2 tables, then what we're able to do is have these next to each other and call this bulk. So when you're in the Clover Dining app on the device and you click this table, it's going to show 4 seats. And when you click this one, it's going to show another 4 seats. So this is kind of a good scenario if you're trying to make a larger table in your restaurant and essentially you're sliding 2 tables together, which is going to seat 8, but it's 4 and 4 individually. So another thing you're able to do is add a section up here. So we can add a new section and name it. And if you click your crayon, what you're able to do is you can move this up here in various different order based on the section that is most popular or that your customers mostly go to. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's Tech Tuesday. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to info@sonopay.ca and speak to our account executives today. Thank you.